Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, this is episode number 3. I'm a LINDBERG MARX 196 scale Clippership Sea-Witch. Okay, I've been doing a lot of headway on my Sea-Witch over here. I'm starting on the standing rigging right now. I just got to put the shrouds on there, the foot dock stirrups on there, and start the shroud work and get the yards all prepared and everything, get them mounted. And I've been on this thing, oh Lord, all this week. So I probably got about almost 2 weeks in this thing. And I got this far on it. I got all the standing rigging on it pretty much now. I'm going to get the shrouds, like I said a couple seconds ago. And she's going to be on her ways. I'll swing the camera on and we'll take a look at her, and there she is right there. The Sea-Witch was a Canton extreme clipper ship made by Joshua Willis back in 1940. It was almost a sister ship to the Rainbow and also the Comet. The skipper, the captain of the Sea-Witch was the infamous Captain Bob Waterman. He was a son of a Nantucket whaler. He was a very, very, very strict disciplinarian, and he was a very mean captain. He was dubbed as Bully Waterman because he always beat his men with his knotty fist, and he always sat on the quarterdeck in a chair with a revolver on his lap, making sure everybody would work as fast as they could. If you didn't work as fast as you could to his liking, he'd shoot you off the rigging, as if you were a Coke can or a beer can shooting off a real picket fence. One day he shot 9 of his men, came back 9 men less on the ship, and he was tried by the court of law for a murder for all 9 men. But they found out that according to sea law, he was God, judge, and executioner, all in one pair of pants. The captain on a ship like this is very responsible for the ship and its crew and himself. And you do what he told you what to do. If you don't, you suffer the consequences. He always flogged all the time. He always had his boatmate walk around with a cat of nine tails. If you weren't working fast enough, they give you a couple lashes with it. Very mean. You got to realize back in the tea trade, or the wool trade back in the middle 19th century, was very competitive. And a lot of wages and a lot of earnings was waged on how fast the clipper ship would get there first. And the Flying Cloud would beat the Ariel would beat the Comet would beat the Staghound would beat the Flying Cloud, and the Young American would beat this, and the Sea-Witch would beat that. A very lot of competition. Now, this model here is pretty competitive towards next to the Revell, Cutty Sark, and Thermopylae in the same scale. So I got all the standing rigging on there. You can see all the headgear on there. Got the combo dead eyes installed. This model is originally designed and released as the MARX kit. And guess what? MARX models quit making this thing. Somehow the LINDBERG, like all companies nowadays, they find the molds these things and rebox them in their label. So this is the LINDBERG instead of the MARX. I had a MARX one before, but I sold it to Mr. Schultz. It would turn into a commission build. And I sold that, and this is my other build I'm doing on here. Right now, as you can see, I got to put the shrouds on here. I can put the stirrups underneath the hounds and the platforms, and I got to try drilling holes here for the halyards and things. I got a lot of work to do. Now, on this kit, I want to caution all neophytes, which is novice model builders, and also professional builders alike. The blocks in this kit are very shoddy. They got to be pre-drilled. They give you a sprue full of blocks. You got to have at least a 1 to a 2 millimeter drill, pin joist drill, something like this, but a lot more smaller than that. You got to pre-drill those blocks, and it's a nuisance. Now on the plans, they show you 2 different options how to do it without drilling the holes. What you got to do, you got to cut the ears off the block and take your line and strap around the block. Then you go ahead and use your threader to give you the kit, and you got to make holes by passing beneath the line of the strap block that you already did already. And best thing to do, guys, is go ahead and send it away for a set of blocks. Now model shipways, they got all kinds of boxwood blocks, whole bags of them. It'd be best to go ahead and use those. Buy yourself some blocks. There's a lot of aftermarket block sets you can get. I suggest go to Model Expos. They sell model shipway kits and also the fittings. Now, if you want to go up a little step higher, get a whole Blue Jacket ship crafters. They got a enhance the supply of blocks. So I think it'd be a lot more wiser just go to Model Expo and get yourself a couple of bags of 1/8 inch blocks. And they're already pre-drilled already. All you gotta do is strap them with your thread and hook them to your sails, your yards, and whatnot, and go from there. Now the blocks, like I say, the blocks of this kit are nothing to write home about, to be quite honest with you. You got to drill them, everything like this, and a lot of work. And on a MARX kit, they give you 2 small drills that'll fit those blocks, but this kit here didn't give you the blocks. So you got to be able to either make your own holes in the blocks as indicated on the instructions, or like I said about a couple minutes ago, just go to Model Expo and order yourself a set of blocks. That's what I'm going to do with this thing. Matter of fact, I think I already ordered some already. I'm not going to fool around with those blocks that give you the kit. It's just, it was just a technology that they used in those days. I remember seeing this kit years ago back in the mid-1950s when I was young. And I was about 11, 12 years old back in the 1950s when I seen this kit. I always wondered what was that big old box. I said, oh, this is a MARX Sea Witch. Oh, MARX, yeah, they make toys. I said, well, yes they do, but they make models too, so really. So, to my delight, I bought one of their kits, and I sold it to Mr. Schultz. That was an old kit I had. It was the same thing as the LINDBERG one. The LINDBERG is the same kit as the MARX kit, except they don't give you a drill. The MARX kit, they give you the sails and everything, and also they made 2 different options. They gave you, that sold you a kit with sails or without sails. LINDBERG comes with sails, but I'm going to leave the sails off. Now, another thing about the mast in the yards, they're very flimsy. So when you rig this thing up, start with your headgear first. Rig up all your bowsprit. Put your chains, all your bobstays on your bowsprit. Get that all done. That's a strengthening part of it. Next thing, you don't add your forestays yet, because these masts are not strong enough to take forestays because they'll bend over. So what you got to do first is rig your backstays. Make sure your backstays in there. That'll keep the mast nice and straight. Don't put all your backstays only on one side only. Do it both sides at a time. That way keep your mast nice and straight. And you got some tension behind it, then you go ahead and work on your forestays. The same thing in the main mast. Rig up all your backstays all the way up to the mast band, all the way down to your combo dead eyes. Then go ahead and put your forestays on the mast here. And the same thing in the mizzen mast, the same way. But like I say, these masts are very flimsy. It don't take much to pull them out of alignment, so you can't pull them too tight. You got to pull them just tight enough to be taut, not too tight. Now the cutting socket is very strong, the Revell one they got. Now those masts there, you can go ahead and do it like you're supposed to, rig your forestays first and your backstays. But this here is a little differently because the design of the mast assembly. Instead of having 2 halves on here, it's a solid. Your lower mast is all solid through here. They're all solid masts all through there, but they have a lot of bend to it. So the objectivity is that you can't put a bend in these things. You gotta make sure they're straight, as I did here. with all the headgear on there good. I got to paint that flying fish gold. I've got to paint that a while ago. I'm going to do that before I proceed any further. And yeah, those masts are very straight. This is a real nice kit, guys. It really is. I really enjoy this thing. So anyway, like I said, when you get one of these, you rig them up, start with your back stays first, then you add your forestays. It's just the nature of the beast. But I can put the sputter boards on here. You hook up your back stays and your shrouds. Make sure that the bite of the line goes behind your combos back here instead of the front. Then you go ahead and add your sputter boards across there. I pre-drilled on top of here, on top of the platforms here. Then you add your lines there. I got drill holes here, here, and here, and add eye bolts here, not eye bolts, but your eye bolts on there, and add your stirrups on there. Then you go ahead and rig your shrouds up. When it's done, you can prepare for your running rigging, which can be very simple. Prepare your yards first before you be able to start the standing rigging. The Mighty Sea Witch. Okay, we'll bring back the camera back to yours truly here. We'll finish up the video here. I think I'll make a couple of pictures of this, use my camera, and post a couple on the Facebook pages on Sir Lindsay's modeling page he has on Facebook, and also a couple on Facebook as well. And so this is a nice model, guys. I really enjoy building a Sea Witch. So right when this video is uploading, I'm gonna go ahead and paint that fish gold. Now to talk about gold paint. This is Vallejo. This is about the best gold paint there is. Because once it goes on, it's very glittery and shiny. It's really like a real gold on there. Now the Testra's gold, it loses its luster. Somehow it oxidizes really fast. It just gets it tarnishes. But this stuff here stays the brilliance of gold. So I highly recommend get yourself a bottle of this Vallejo paint. Now the closest place I can get model paints at is the Hobby Lobby, which is only about maybe 5 or 6 miles down the road here from my house. So I can always drive down there and get some. And the closest hobby shop is 20 miles away from here. So I should screw that. I'll just go ahead and order stuff online, or just go down to the Hobby Lobby and pick up some building items, materials and stuff. I'm constantly running out of materials and everything, guys, because I'm building all the time in here. I gotta get some of these airplanes done. I get that B-25, I got started over there, and I gotta finish up that Coronado. I've been saying that for the last 2 months now. I had done nothing yet. The only airplane I finished up was that Bristol Bowfighter 1/32 scale by Revell, and yeah, I gotta get those things going. But right now I have so much fun building these ships. Okay, that's about it for today for me and the Sea Witch. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers and all my old subscribers coming in. I'm finally being sodded out by my old subscribers on my new modeling page I got here. So I'm still trying to get my old page fired up again. So I'll go ahead and see if I can try to do that again. Try to salvage my old channel. Okay, the weather's getting nice and hot out here in Ohio. I mean, not Ohio, but in Tennessee. I wanted to put a garden out this year, but I can't. The rain put a damper. All we do is get rain out here now. It's been raining almost every day out here. It's not normal for Tennessee. I don't know anywhere else that you guys are getting rain at though, but we get a lot of rain out here in Tennessee. We got a cumulus nimbus coming in right now. We're gonna have more rain coming in, and so it's too late to put a guard in. It's June right now. Come the middle of June, I'll be going to Florida on the 29th of this month. So I'll probably be making a nice video of that, of Florida. And it'll be a treat I can add on to YouTube for you guys to see. It'll be my trip in Florida. I've never been to Florida before. I've always wanted to go. I steamed by there plenty of times while I was in the Merchant Marines, also in the United States Navy, but we never pulled in there at all. Corpus Christi, Texas is about the only place I've ever been close up to the Gulf. And over the Silver Strand Beach all through out there. But it's pretty nice out there too, very nice. So I imagine Florida's even nicer. But yeah, I'll go out there, I'm gonna do some clam digging and nab some mussels and cook some mussels up and do some fishing. Get more charter fishing mood out there and get my gills marinated with salt water again. Right now I'm a fish out of water. I'm going to be baptized real soon when I get to the ocean out there. I sure miss the ocean, boys. I really do. And it's going to be a very good treat for me. My family's treating me very, very well. I've been spending all my life taking care of other people besides myself. Right now I'm starting to learn how to take care of myself. And right now, I don't have to worry about that anymore. My family takes care of me. They make sure that I have all my coffee, all my needs and everything. This whole place is my house right here. I can do as I please in here. And I do miss my independence a lot because my license is expired. I don't have a driver's license out here in Tennessee though, but I will get them very soon. But like I say, you know, as long as I got my models I can work on, it retains my mental health and it keeps me busy. So everybody's out there wondering about how I'm doing. I'm doing very well, as you can see. I love my family. I'm with my grandchildren, my great-grandkids, my son-in-law, my daughter, and living out here in Tennessee, out there in the farm. And I'm just I'm spending my life in complete solace. My constitution is starting to get peace and security. And I enjoy that. I'm doing my thing I wanted to do. I wanted to retire, build models. Now I'm officially retired. I wanted to get a job. My daughter said, no, Daddy, you're not working no more. No, your days of working is over with. And so old Dad is officially retired now, and all I gotta do is just build models. I can start polishing up my videos. Try to get some live action videos going on here. Okay, I'm done for right now, and I'll stay posted for video number 4, episode 4, on the MARX LINDBERG Sea Witch. If you guys got one in your stash, build it. If you think about getting one, go ahead and buy it. I don't think LINDBERG makes them anymore. The only way you'd be able to get them is through eBay. That's about the only place to go. You're gonna get them, guys. eBay, and you can get them probably about $100 on up. And they're a very good kit. Remember, like I told you, the best tip I give you: rig these things up. Always put your back stays first, then your fore stays. And you rig one part of your standing rigging, you do the other side exactly duplicate. You alternate sides back and forth. That way you won't put a warp in your mast. You keep it straight and true. Okay, make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Beware of your surroundings. Say your prayers. And God bless everybody. Please stay safe, guys. Please stay safe. I'll tell you one thing is, I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, all these protests going on. It's uncalled for. The way I look at it, it's a bloody shame that we live in a society full of mental patients. It all starts at home, boys. It all starts at home. Your foundation for good mental health and sound ability to be accountable for and behavior starts at home. The way I look at it, over 80% of the population of this nation comes from broken homes. You don't have a father around the house kicking your rear end, making sure you give you the right act and straighten you out. You don't, and these kids don't say no. You can't say no to your kids no more. And the gal show you're dealing with, actually you're dealing with a society full of overgrown kids. They've never been disciplined due to failed parenthood and education. Nothing to do with politics. I mean, I'm not. Everybody's got a right to protest what they want to do. That's fine. That's part of your First Amendment. But I want to tell you something. It's wrong what they're doing. These kids have been brainwashed, and they don't understand what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, and soon they'll regret that. So, right now, just please watch yourself. Don't get involved in these big cities out there and stuff. Stay away from them. The places there are just, it's not, because it's out of control out there. And so please be careful out there, guys. I worry about every one of these out there. So if you're entering the city out there for something, stay away from where they're protesting at. So take care of your family, take care of yourselves, make sure your children are taken care of, make sure you're taken care of well, say your prayers every day, and God will make sure that you're straight and narrow the way. This is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Model signing out. We'll catch you guys on the next video. We'll try to get a live action going on, boys. I think you'll like that. I know I will too. Okay, I'm done, guys. So God bless you all, and we'll see you guys next video. Frankie Day signing off.